it was really hard to go from one exchange to another. Because if you put your dollars in one exchange, then to try and get it back into banking and arbitrage and go to another exchange, you'd probably get your bank account shut in the process, and you wouldn't be able to arb. It might take you 3 weeks, to get through that arb. Which is useless. And so essentially, Bitfinex, the exchange, purchased some technology and rebranded it Tether. I think it was originally called True USD or something like that. And they realized that through this mechanism, a lot of the other exchanges started using Tether as an alternative to having a bank account, because when you're running an exchange, the hardest problem is the banking relationship.
Right.
And so, other exchanges took the fact that they didn't need a bank account and launched, and one of them was Binance. And so in 2017, this little arbitrage stable coin became the backbone of the banking system for Binance. And Binance became the largest crypto exchange in the world, now with about almost 300 million users. And they built the whole thing because they didn't need to deal with the banking issue, but that burdened Bitfinex with the banking issue. And so we ended up in a scenario where all the banks then shut down the banking behind Bitfinex and Tether. And at one stage, Tether was getting governments that would seize certain bank accounts. And then that meant that the way that Tether was designed is you issue a coin, and every coin is backed by $1. But you obviously don't leave billions of dollars in a bank account because your FDIC risk is through the roof. So you have to then re-lend it to the US government by buying short-term treasuries. And so they have to be short-dated, because if somebody wants to redeem their Tether, for those dollars, then if they don't have those reserves in cash at a bank, they need to sell the treasuries and then settle the dollars. And that was kind of, the idea. But once you went into Tether, very few people went out. And so they ended up with billions and billions of dollars, and today are now the 18th largest lender to the US government.